The response that we got was like, no one is going to take you seriously if you're a business that focuses only on products from Philippines. You're never going to be a real business. Hello. Hi everyone, welcome into our space. This is our warehouse / showroom where all of your orders are packed by our team in Toronto. So those are all the packing tables. Here is kind of the showroom area. So these are all of our pieces designed and handcrafted in Philippines. And this is where we also host different pop-ups and events in Toronto. So we invite the community to come in. People can come shop, try things on, and planning to host more events here as well, workshops and small little gatherings. What inspired me to start Cambio Co with my partner was really going back to Philippines for the first time. I was born in Bulacan, but we moved to Canada when I was about 2 years old. And so I didn't grow up very strongly connected to the Filipino community or knowing even very much about the Philippines or where my family was from. So going back to Philippines for the first time after living in Canada and growing up here all my life was a really big catalyst that made me realize like, wow, there's so much that I don't know about my culture, and how much can I know about myself if I don't know really where I come from. And then that eventually led us to learning more about social enterprises in the Philippines and Filipino-owned businesses that were working with communities to create livelihood, to address poverty, to address a lot of social justice issues. And that just really sparked so much curiosity in how can we get involved? How can I be part of this? At first, we actually wanted it to be all products from Philippines. We wanted it to be a shop that really showcased Filipino craftsmanship for other Filipinos. Early on, we actually started telling people, here's our idea. And the response that we got was like, that's a really, really bad idea. Like, no one is going to take you seriously if you're a business that focuses only on products from Philippines or that focuses only on Filipino customers. Like, you're never going to be a real business. And so at the time, I was only 25. I had never started a business before. Neither did Jerome, my co-founder. And so we really listened to that feedback because we're like, other people know better than we do. Who am I to push for my vision if no one else seems to understand it? And instead of everything being designed and handcrafted in the Philippines, we actually had products from Philippines, but also products from India, from Peru, Uganda, and just all over the world, instead being this global marketplace. No one really believed in our idea that it was enough to showcase only Filipino-made products. I don't think that people had bad intentions when they're giving that kind of advice. I think they just wanted to see us succeed, and they were also trying to protect us. They didn't want us to be disappointed. And I think that's something that we can really see also as dynamics in our communities or in our families. We try to protect each other, but sometimes that protection also comes with keeping each other small. It was really tough the first few years of our business, if I'm honest. I just felt really inauthentic to be selling pieces from countries that I had never been or had connection to. And when we finally decided to make the transition to be all Filipino, it was really all or nothing of like, if it fails, then at least we know that we gave it our all. And it was after we made that change that we actually started to see a shift. Not just in terms of sales actually, but just in terms of the kind of customers who are coming to us. Because the feedback that we were getting were people messaging us being like, wow, I've never seen this done before. I feel so proud. It's so cool to see products from the Philippines. And I think that those are some of the first signs that I just knew we were onto something, because it just felt so much more of a connection than anything we had done before. There are lots of challenges to growing and running the kind of business that we have that has a team in Philippines, a team in Toronto, customers all over the world. Just from a logistics standpoint, it's pretty challenging. At the same time, the fact that we are working with artisan communities brings this other level of complexity, because if you truly want to see a community succeed and to create generational change, the way that we look at scaling can't be the same as like those Fortune 500 companies or those companies that are just really focused on growth at the expense of everything else. One of the ways that we really do that with the artisans is actually by co-creating the partnership with them. They actually tell us what their terms are, they name their prices, and we figure out how to work with that. I think that's our responsibility as a business, is really just taking the community and what they want and then figuring out how we can make that work, making sense for them, that makes sense for us, and that also, connects with our community. The ways that we've been able to grow and actually connect with our customers and create a customer base was actually just by storytelling. It was just like writing blog posts about relearning Tagalog, for example. And it just really resonated with people. That was just something that I think people hadn't really seen before at that point, especially online. Most of our sales come from people just finding us and learning about us. Really very little of it is from ads or any kind of spending, other than just really, really meaningful storytelling. And I think that's just what people connect with. The advice that I would give to someone who wanted to start a similar business is just to really know why you're doing it. Know what it is that you want to accomplish. Know what you want to mean to the community. Know who you want to serve, and just be unapologetic about that. Go for it. Trust in your vision. My hope for Cambio, and my hope for myself as an entrepreneur and as a Filipina who is part of the community, is that I really want to build ecosystems and not empires. I really want to build a business and to create a community around me that's really uplifting each of us, where everyone in the community is thriving, is connected, where all of us are, able to fulfill what our purpose is. And I would really love for Cambio to be able to be a bridge between Filipinos in the diaspora and the homeland, and to empower and inspire people to pursue their own journeys of reconnection and create something beautiful for someone else, and hopefully inspire their journey as well.